just the one loaded in the barrel. But that's not true, actually. They've one loaded in the barrel. The rest are in a magazine. Otherwise, gonna jam. But for KOI, this attack side is going to be pretty quick. Already breaching through mid into market, but the site still hasn't been acquired. And for KC, I'm surprised it's so passive. They are looking to take those headshot angles, but it hasn't worked out. Losing tomaszy already. No Viper's wall to help them on the way back through. Good nade, good damage. KC coming ahead by a little bit in those fights.
Yeah, a few low players, but ultimately, when it comes down to the pistols, a few stray bullets can be enough to turn the round on its head. Time ticking as the fifth man to this KOI roster. And that paranoia is sublime, so blind, but the trade has come through. Kept things even for now. The HP diminishing, and N4RRATE is just taking over.
For a number of reasons that we'll probably touch on later. I was expecting maybe MAGNUM to stick around to try and get more out of this position, but once that trap is destroyed, yeah, he's back. He's out of there. He's just trying to pick a quick kill. They've gone way in trying to hunt him down. Through the smoke, you're about to see a player emerge. starxo's swinging in, a triple swing to the spawn. A fight that KC weren't quite expecting. And the stun is dodged. On that side for tomaszy, he's a dangerous player, but he'll be forced back by the cage. They've bought some time to get into post plants.
I believe as well, yeah, they've retrieved the Thrash, so they can throw that ult in for a second time. They know that there's been players pushed up into the spawn. Well, I don't think that's going to have caught anyone, but it has given the information. A little bit of a recon dart thrown out. A lot of different flashes and utility being expended. Shin's done well, leaving it down. starxo getting decayed every time he goes through and left on to just 40 HP anyway. They're in a great spot. He's got to hope that he can spam through and get something here. In the meantime, he's trying to fight Shin. They've just defused. Nothing that starxo could do. An easy round for KC in the end. And they're going to try and take this gun away.
Just one away. They could recover this round and opponents. And you don't want to be in that danger zone early unless you're ready to fight. One thing we've seen here is... Oh, no. Okay, just the one. Just the one and he's out. So that's an advantage for the retake at least, but Rolling Thunder is online for KOI. They'll have to get so much value out of it if they use it. But in a round like this, Tom, you'll be tempted to. The economy is on the line.
Yeah, the fact is this was a retake setup. All that was needed was to confirm that advantage, and yeah, I don't think sheydos even going for this. It might do now, though. Getting a kill back again, the Dizzy is just sublime. The utility out from N4RRATE is great. They're going to use it here. The sheydos has to go huge, and he gets nothing! Absolutely nothing! MAGNUM finds the kill, the stuns. But let's give KOI the benefit of the doubt that they will actually be able to turn this one around. MAGNUM prime position. The double peek looking like it's going to come through. A little bit labored. And tomaszy there to support. Still MAGNUM gets one, but Kamo and Grubinho have managed to strike at the same time.
Well, they certainly know Camo's around market. Fresh information for tomaszy. He's holding his ground for now, but, well, they're not following up on the utility. I guess no intention to play backside, just to try to buy, like, okay, now I don't know what was going on. I don't know what the idea was. Good kills. Kamo on his third already. There's a chance. It was on the sheydos, so they know there's a lot of players in B, but look at the spike. It's on its way.
Oh, it's a ruse, and it is a ruse that has worked perfectly. But after not seeing anybody actually head their way in, they're actually starting to double back in the other direction. You can see a tentative bit of hesitation. Now aggressing into mid. I quite like this from KC. They're putting themselves in a position where they're not going to be able to do anything on the A side. The only worry is the fact that Kamo was in behind.
Yeah. I mean, he only fired a rocket, so understandable that they had their knife out when taking that fight. Questionable decision-making. I think just a messy round.
On.
Again with the raised silent utility. I keep missing that one, Tom. It's all on me. So that trap was broken. Feel free to turn around, Shadow. This is messy from both sides, but KOI, hey, they're in a 2v3. Maybe they can make the best of a bad situation. The spike still needs to be defused. Nade's being burned up at least, so they're not going to be pushing them out of the corner anytime soon. NORRATE can throw in the little guy to go for the defuse, buy some time.
This is space that is being given and not missed. Nice entry, though, for Kamo. Something he does expertly well is taking fights 1v1 without a lot of utility support. MAGNUM, though, has been able to trade things back. His one-way cages have just been filthy. Thrash is available, potentially going to catch someone, but mostly just being used to clear these close angles. And I think that did that. No, it didn't get Grubinho. It wasn't quite far enough into that smoke. They may not even know that he's within this angle. He's going to TP away. That will give them the sound cue. Kamo also just hiding within the smoke, lurking, and actually almost catches him while he's trying to pick back up the utility, but instead falls at the hands of N4RRATE, leaving the two players in main. The snake bites forcing them back. The spike already being defused, but
break that smile out. Now it's pistols for Casey. And N4RRATE has picked up the opening duel. This is a little unfortunate, but it was a spam through on the back of a trap. Now they've got to try to do it when there's not any utility to help them out. Unless tomaszy gets close enough to Viper's pit, but I doubt it.
They're actually going to aggress instead. Not looking to just sit back. Nobody there. They're all wrapping around from behind. Little bro sent through first. Nade to try and force them forward. They do isolate a duel. Turn it into still a possible scenario. Bringing it into the 1 versus 1. Somehow marteen has put this in a position where they could actually win this round. You can see though starxo still has his horn online. Sitting back, but it's an aggressive push. Horn will be broken, but at this stage needs to go for the fight, needs to try and take him out before he play 2 games today.
No, I don't think I could have taken that from a cardiac perspective. KOI doing pretty well. They've got control of the site, the plant down nice and easy. It's a buy round from KC. It's actually looked easier on the way through than it did when they were on pistols on that defensive side. But here's where things are going to look a little bit worse. Rolling Thunder blitzing on in. It might have caught one of them, but it doesn't matter. The whole point is to send the rest of the squad running. Comboing at the same time using this showstopper, I guess just stops them from saying, oh, you're going to use Rolling Thunder spawn. We're going to fight for market. But now they're going to fight for market, and they're going to fight very well for it. Low HP on Kamo, he's quickly dealt with. It's only sheydos. Blink
and difference. We'll talk about it when going into the next map, but that's if KOI managed to win it, which at the moment looking unlikely. Kamo, though, he has been that one glimmer of hope, the one guy who seems to be able to turn some of these rounds on their head. And he's given them a double opener here. I think there's about to be a trade back. What? He didn't even see the player close. Instead, he takes down another Magnum, as also even things up once again. But it's left all on to N4RRATE. He has the info, has his ult, but well, using it here, not going to be easy, because he won't be able to move while he's doing it. Would need a spot where he can catch both players. Wrapping around through the spawn.
It's nice. So much info, but he's actually been blinded. He can't even peek the corner just to grab the information. He might have seen them both. That flank from starxo is perfect. His timing couldn't be any better. Can N4RRATE expect it? Oh, he's just about dodged him. Up in the corner. Here goes the little guy, but he's swung.
Well, for their sake, hopefully KC have a worse attack. Not convinced of that one.
Great flash on the way through. Slide by, but it's okay. No one was there. And KOI are playing this one in a very similar way to what we saw from KC on that defensive side. The full retake setup going to be attempted, stun in already. They attempt to slow down the players backing from site, and they can catch them by peeking into market so quickly. So they know someone's still stuck on site, but here comes the Dizzy yet again. The flash through, the damage done. Everybody on KOI, or at least 3 of them, are below 50 HP, and N4RRATE's making that look very easy. Kamo was full, and he's now being dropped, making it 20 HP in the difference. Take some notes, and they're not going to change a lot in a couple minutes, are they? Gonna go backstage, eat, pee, and get ready. Oh no, good night, hello. That's one of the more awkward fights we've gotten to see. Shadow as well doesn't know what to do, to go forward or backwards, loses some HP to the snake bite, but he might get his reward now, peeking around tiles, clean onto tomaszy, who had no idea he was being followed, pursued, as KC get the plant down. It's a 3 versus 3. Some weaknesses here. N4RRATE in particular, he's got a big rifle, but very low health. But he might just have the timing on the way through. It's going to be checked surely. Oh, nice shot! He's out as well. He's made it back around the corner with 18 HP. Sure, Shadow gets him, but it's ball time for Shin. And now the peek back through. They're not expecting another. Surely, there's no way you anticipate Magnum's position. 2 players already from that spot. The defuse being stuck to half now spotted. Magnum stopped it before it even touched the halfway mark. Another jump peek to confirm. And then the kill. It's time to fade away. Yeah, the element of surprise is a big factor when you're defending and you've got 5 in one spot. And now the element of surprise leads them to taking down Magnum. He's not ready for someone to be there. Lovely.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Found B.
Oh, never mind. There goes tomaszy. So that's at least the lurks. It puts them in a good spot for the retake. They're now going to know what's up. everybody over on the other side of the map. No ultimates to play with for the side of KC, so it will take a heroic play to turn this one back around, and they are going aggressive, looking to try and fight into the spawn. I don't know if the Jiggle Peak will have actually caught them. They've got a cage to try and section them off. Nothing found. Paranoia is going to blind everybody up, but there's no one actually peeking off the back of it. Marteen does have a nade available. I don't know if he's going to want to try and throw it in here. He's just waiting for somebody to peek. First shot connected, second as well, and they're just mowing them down. Somehow this has become competitive once again, but Grubinho finds the kill. They've, however, left Narrate behind. If you want anyone in this clutch, it would be this man shot. Misty baits on the second player, though. And now all that is left is starxo, but doing them in a 12th round, and starxo, he's run out of time.
Surely you don't expect Camo to be here. No, he does. Oh, but he still wins the fight! What a devastating blow! And starxo's gone too. It looks like they've already started to crumble on the side of KOI before we even see Thrash coming into effect. Shin's gone to look for info. Stun hasn't hit Grubinho at least, and he's able to catch Shin. There's still some life left in this KOI roster. Still some hope to be found. Although I think Marteen's just about to steal away the last sliver of it. That spray is clean.
There's no defenders on the site. Getting deep in the spawn is the raise that is Narrate ready for this rotation.
Yeah, exactly. Magnum is going to tap that spike, but is not going to go down. Shadow waiting in CT. He's going to get... No, actually, Shin is going to get the kill onto him. And this is just looking like a game of cat and mouse.
And the spike is actually on its way through CT spawn over to B. It's just Viper here between them, but they're getting pinched in from both sides. This battle is crazy going on to the B site here, but the attackers get onto the site. They're going to be able to get that spike planted, and it's going to be a 3 versus 3. Just kidding. They're not planting it. The walkout has started.
One enemy. Hear me out, Josh. You wanted them to try out stuff, and definitely running across the map is not...
I think that was basically a whole strat.
Yeah, but you have to kind of toy with sight a little. Not only play the maps that you're strong on, but to mainly play the weaknesses and find out what they are. So it's somewhere that they can use this to experiment, to play seriously, run those slower rounds, and see how it works out. Maybe even try some new things.
This is
like
basically a scrim at this point.
It is, yeah.
The only thing will be is, just like in scrims, some teams will do really, really dumb stuff, and they'll win, and they'll be like, damn, we're really good at this map, and then they won't do that in officials, and they'll lose.
Let's talk about Valorant, y'all.
Let's talk about it. So this round, right? KOI have got a showstopper. Odds on Camo actually popping that before he dies.
You're asking me to predict the future a lot, honestly.
That's the job.
That's kind of what we do.
You gotta.
Try to do.
Yeah, I've not seen many actual successes through that window.
No, I think that window has had next to no impact, short of like maybe a recon through it or something like that. But for nades, you're not catching a guy there quite often. It's only going to be a little bit of damage. And look, a little bit of a flank going on for Magnum. He's made his way around to A. Does he want to plant with 20 seconds left? You'd think so. He's toying with the idea of going aggressive to take a kill, but yeah.
Marteen can get over as well.
10 seconds
He's got his
left.
dimensional drift,
Spike
everybody's
planted.
favorite ultimate. So he could look to try and play with his opponents a little bit. He has to do it quite quickly, though. Otherwise, yeah, we're basically reliant on Magnum to do absolutely everything.
Who's been on fire, to be fair. Magnum's had some insane rounds, but...
He wins these.
He wins, okay. The odds are out.
Magnum definitely wins these.
Magnum in favor. 3 players coming. Snake bite nade pushing him forward. They haven't spotted him. They don't think he's past the utility. And he's missed. Well, it was going well for a moment. For a brief moment. Both players, same angle. Too far away to actually stop that spike diffuse. And right under their nose. There you go. It's done and dusted. 1 HP on Marteen, so he didn't really stand a chance.
Think about Marteen's Yoro. What's the frequency?
I mean,
at the moment, probably every day, but he has played a lot.
Once every couple days, because I cast him once every couple days, so that works for me. Nice shot by Camo. I thought, no, the player in the corner is still alive, still healthy, in fact, as KC looked to push back up. What? Narrate's got 2. Nice return by starxo. He's still fighting. He's still scrapping. Seekers going out as he seeks out some player.
I waited.
Just the KOI fans. There's not many of those.
Wait until Heretics plays. Oh my god.
Did you say not many of those?
Not many of those.
Say it with your chest. I want you to walk up to Ibai and say it with your chest.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest, bitch. Come on, don't just
No
whisper
sweat.
it on
No
a
sweat.
cast.
I'll see him in Madrid. I'll let him know. Orbital strike going to be used up, and it's forcing them back, but it's not getting the damage. About 30 HP left on Marteen. It's a decent bit of damage. I won't lie to you.
My.
But No kills. Those are reserved for KC players right now as they're sat 5 versus 3. The defensive side on B is being harassed by Shin, who's teleported in towards Elbow about a minute ago, and he's still going. They're just trying to deal with this Omen while A is lost, the plant is in.
Like, the storyline.
Quick TP having to be used up by Grubinho. He's now miles away over on the Viper's pitted side of A. What is Narrate doing? How is he winning that? I have more questions, but I'll save them for now because starxo is right beside that poison orb. There was going to be a player pushing him, but Shin has wisely chosen to go back. They'll send a dog his way instead, confirming his position. Nice nade going through. Narrate's dead, but they've got the Viper's pit up. And once they don't lose Viper to a random spray,
But other than
I don't know. I mean, I feel like maybe it is a better idea to look ahead to the next split rather than focusing so much on such a small gap of a reward.
yeah, I 100% agree, Sue. I think we've seen our rather.
IGLs, I hate to break this to you, Sue, but that would probably remove the B.
Yes.
No, but more IGLs is better. Look at the fragging IGLs we have right now.
You want them to play 6 players? Like, do they rotate IGLs per map?
Why not?
Which map can't boast their IGL, just for all of his opponents out there right now?
I reckon Icebox. Icebox definitely.
Icebox
yeah.
really
yeah.
famously.
Yeah, yeah. Fnatic are definitely not going to be
Famously
good
a
on
map
Icebox.
that Boaster knows nothing about. Okay,
God,
Shadow,
Shadow.
the first was off the ult. The second and third, a little bit
Fragging
more so.
IGLs.
I like the idea from KC. You know, it's brave and it's contrarian. You see there's a judge inside of Lamps. He's already found a kill. What do? Push him one by one. And, you know, not many people would have the balls to do that, but they do. And I'm,
They're
you know,
setting Tomaszy up. He hasn't had many kills. That's what it is.
get him the
they want
clutch.
him to
Wake him up.
clutch out.
That bad?
Guys, we're actually really
Exactly.
good at everything on Bind except clutches. So you all need to die now and test it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's really innovative. When's
mean,
Boaster pulling this strat?
As Lothar once
30
said,
seconds
perfect
left.
Valorant is boring. So
Very true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He actually wants teams to peak 1 by 1. That's what he has said multiple times.
checking,
Specifically against him.
yeah, checking corners is also overrated.
And on his team.
Not sure about that.
He also loves it when you play Reyna. That's his favorite agent. Wow.
Really appreciate you. KC, attack side, 5 versus 5. And KOI looking to pick up a couple more rounds, get that respect game maxed out. And for the attack side, they've lost one right away. It's marteen, it's their space taker, creator, but Shin, the man left from the roster that once stood, manning those KC jerseys, picks up the double, still alive.
It probably, if there's anything that we're not sure about, that it's probably always
We'll just give the
created by
credit to Sean Gers. Why not?
He deserves it. He deserves
Yeah,
it.
he's so handsome. I mean, talent. I mean, sorry. Moving on.
Blast back through for Narrate, some control over Lamps, but he wants to fight back out, knowing there's players close. He's pulled out the
What's happening?
shorty! Well, that's a slightly ambitious play, to put it nicely. Luckily, though, this chaos and distraction has left a wide open gap for KC to push on through. Again, starxo's left alone, but he's blindsided by the fact that the site is being taken. That is a gap that I don't expect to see much more of from the side of KOI. Now they have to fight back through, mainly because it's the last round of the half. Now, we're left in this 3 versus 4 with KC on full control. Marteen's still alive with both flashes in hand. Well, both flashes in his back pocket. It's the rifle in hand, as we're about to see, but Grubinho, a couple nice shots from him recently. He's been on
He's not
fire.
even used his stimmy yet. He could use his stimbicon to get back into the site.
His what?
Stimbicon!
Player standing.
I
I've
believe
stolen that from the Japanese
Japanese
casters. He was
guys.
renowned for his Odin before that.
That's what I'm talking about. He's finally caught up with the meta. 46 HP on Marteen, but a kill to be found. Opening pistol, strong for KC, and they're going walkabouts. A push straight down through middle that sheydos is ready for. He's even doubled up on the angle. The spike plant on A, the kills on short. This is looking like a KOI round.
It wasn't even the KOI classic. He was running the RGX, I think.
Disgraceful
No,
carry
he was
on.
running the KOI one.
No, starxo was.
Unlucky.
I think sheydos was just running the RGX. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like
He
starxo
needs to be
redeemed it.
sponsored. That's what it is. He needs...
I'm a big fan of the KC capsule. You guys got a favorite?
Liquid.
Yeah.
I think mine's Gentlemates. I really like the
neon,
classic.
the neon.
classic
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
sick.
It looks like a kind of like an 80s vibe, right?
I just like their color scheme in general. I think it's really cool. I also like KOI's player card.
Oh, with the koi fish dragon
Yeah.
coming out.
Very cool.
I do kind of like Foot's player card as well. Nice color.
Somehow he'd be coach of Fnatic, and they'd still
30
lose.
seconds left.
Yep. Honestly, if Fnatic played Gentlemates, I look forward to that day. Maybe you can feel some of that pain. Oh, nice little blitz into B, you would think, but KOI have changed directions. Looking instead to the A site with 14 seconds left. They've got to be quick making it out of bathroom. Already a close fight. Marteen adjusting very quickly, even firing through the wall for more. Technically we did. It's already one round better, but somehow I don't think that's the metric Barbar's going for. A super late lurk that's going on. I've not seen a fade in this position all too often, but Shadow is 26 HP.
Yeah, I
Best
think
chance to catch him off.
It seems like they have an idea that he's there.
Planted.
They're mind readers. They're mind readers.
Yep, in the rain. He's brought those premium American wallhacks with him. As he's managed to take down already and put this into an advantageous position. Magnum has fallen. And actually, they've dropped the Viper's Pit, wanting vision over the extra damage, and well, that vision is clear. I don't think they're going to be winning this round unless Grubinho can pull off a miracle. Gets a kill, and he has himself
7 consecutive rounds for KOI to bring us to an OT, to bring us to a map 3, to do nothing.
Oh, wow.
It's
You
a tough
talked
one.
about showstoppers. Both of those completely missed.
Well, the damage was done at least. Look how low camo is. That could be an easy cleanup for somebody else if that nade was lookier in its placement, perhaps. Close nade used. It's not forcing shit back. In fact, he's going forward and taking 2 quick kills. A little more attempted. Damage done. Both players tickled up. 47 and 46 HP respectively. Get your gun out, tomaszy. Look what he has. But sheydos, I like this play. A quick reposition towards heaven. It's oh,
he's been seen.
He's been seen. Oh, that is a pixel in the difference. But a pixel's big enough.
Okay, he's got orbital strike.
Oh, has he?
That might give him a chance.
He's also got 46 HP up against
That's
the
fine.
Viper's
That's
Pit.
fine.
Snake
Look,
bite.
see, orbital strike into the 1v1. Narrate, what are you going to do? Nothing. Can't defuse. He has used that quite early.
Might win this.
Now it comes down to the time. The thing is, Narrate is aware.
It's still
You need at least 37 pages before they'll allow it.
under creation. McCoy quickly on their way through. A little bit of damage on the camo, but this guy, when his back's against the wall, somehow he's able to deliver. With Shin down already. Camo doesn't need to do too much. He's in a nasty position. Hooked up close on their spawn. No flank to come through. tomaszy already dropped. Viper's Pit comes into play. Narrate does well, though. He's picked up one. He's looking for the fight, and that's sheydos down. The decay making him very low, but he hasn't got a lot of health anyways. Marteen, 1, 2. How much more? It's only Grubinho left in the corner. He's revealed that's 2, and he's looking for a third of his own. Someone's getting out of here with a 3K, and it's Marteen this time.